our father deserved, a proper funeral. So we all just really felt bad and kind of all confused, and how can something like this happen?
After a case we reported last week where there was a mix-up of a body during a funeral, 2 News investigates, looking into Utah's funeral industry.
Chief investigative reporter Wendy Halloran joins us with what you need to know. Wendy.
I looked into disciplinary actions taken by the Division of Professional Licensing, which regulates funeral homes and funeral directors. I found most of the violations involve paperwork problems like untimely filings or filing the wrong document. But there has been some misconduct. Something was off at Utah veteran Dennis Hayden's military funeral in Willard in October 2021. After the honorary flag was folded and given to Dennis's oldest son, suspicion.
This one has wood, wood grain in it, and ours was a metal casket.
Shortly after, a call from Myers Mortuary in Brigham City.
Surreal. It was, I didn't know what to say.
Incorrect remains.
It was horrible.
A stranger inside.
The mortuary had one job.
Well, we all felt that it was unjust.
This is the first time I've heard of that, and the investigators that look into these type of cases hadn't heard of that either.
I had some bad advice from an attorney to not accept responsibility. But in hindsight, I should have, even though I had nothing to do with it.
That's audio of Stark's funeral parlor director Jason Starks appearing before the Utah Board of Funeral Service, asking to terminate his probation early. According to the Doppel investigation, in May 2020, employee Aaron Miller dug up a bag containing 8 pounds of human organs, the medical term viscera, while maintaining a flower bed on the property. The documents say 90 minutes later, Miller told owners Jason and Shayna Starks. Shayna called Dr. Eric Christensen, the chief medical examiner, but did not call police or 911. Christensen responded, inspected the remains, and called Unified Police. Later, he identified the remains as belonging to a deceased woman who had been transported by Stark's funeral parlor on April 9, 2020. Jason, the primary embalmer, testified in the Doppel hearing that Aaron Miller brought the body to the prep room. After the embalming process, Jason could not get the organs to fit back into the cavity, so he told Miller to put them in a box inside the casket, but did not verify Miller had done that. Another employee testified Miller was acting unusual and dug it up right away while working in the flower bed. Miller's testimony was found not to be credible. The board concluded the following regarding the organs. The fact that it happened shows Jason Starks failed to supervise the proper disposal and burial of human remains. This should have never happened. The board went on to say Jason had a dishonest or selfish motive in his actions, did not call police but called Dr. Christensen, and has fought to keep the matter as quiet as possible. According to the Doppel investigation, the Starks paid for the remains to be buried by another funeral home and offered a settlement to keep the matter quiet.
We donated a memorial at the funeral home in memory of that awful situation.
When you hear these stories of body mix-ups and the mishandling of, corpses and deceased human beings, what do you think about that?
It's a terrible thing.
Adam Watson of the Division of Professional Licensing. He says 40 cases have been opened since 2023. So how do you protect yourself?
How do you track my loved one? Are you using a digital tracker? Are you using a physical tracker? Is there any tracking going on at all? And if there's not, that's a red flag.
Ask about physical verification.
Is a family member or a representative of the family allowed to verify that it's their loved one before that casket is closed for the last time, or before your loved one is cremated?
Then listen closely.
If you're getting a defensive answer, an evasive answer, a non-answer, those are all red flags, and you as a consumer can walk away.
I asked Stark's funeral parlor for a comment, but it was declined. I made multiple attempts to reach former employee Aaron Miller for comment, but was unsuccessful. To verify a license of a funeral home or funeral home director, go to doppel.utah.gov. If disciplinary action has been taken, you can see that as well. Coming up on 2 News This Morning, I share more tips for consumers with my colleague, Ron Bird. Mark, Heidi?